by societal expectations, and by the idea that you need to prove something to someone else. In the end, you're left with a life that doesn't feel fully yours because it was built on decisions made for the wrong reasons. Owning your choices doesn't mean you always have to get everything right, but it does mean you're taking control of your future. When you decide to live with intention, you stop leaving your future to chance. Instead, you create a life that reflects who you truly are and what you truly want. You stop letting outside influences dictate your path and start walking with confidence, knowing that every step you take is yours and yours alone. Self-care is often seen as a luxury or something to be done only when we're overwhelmed or burned out, but in reality, it's a necessity, not a choice. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish, it's essential to being able to show up in the world and give your best. Too often we think that if we're not constantly working, achieving, or helping others, we're not doing enough. But in truth, neglecting yourself, your mental health, your physical health, and your emotional well-being will eventually leave you drained, ineffective, and unable to serve others in the way you truly want to. When you take care of yourself, you're not just recharging your body or your mind, you're refilling your soul. You're giving yourself the space to heal, grow, and reset. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing that the more you do for others, the more valuable you are. But the reality is, if you're constantly running on empty, you won't have anything to give. Self-care isn't about being lazy or taking a break from life. It's about ensuring you're in the right condition to live fully and be present in your relationships, your career, and your personal pursuits. It's about setting boundaries and saying no when you need to. It's about recognizing that your time, your energy, and your well-being are precious, and you cannot afford to give them away to everyone who demands a piece. It's about recognizing that you're worth the effort to make time for the things that bring you peace and joy, whether that's a walk in nature, a workout at the gym, reading a good book, or simply taking a few moments to breathe and reset. Self-care means nurturing your body with good food, exercise, and rest. It means making sure your mental health is prioritized, that you're not overwhelmed by stress, anxiety, or negative thoughts. It means surrounding yourself with positive influences and people who uplift you, not drain you. It means carving out time to do things that make you feel alive, whether it's a creative pursuit, a hobby, or just taking a moment to appreciate the little things in life. Taking care of yourself is not a one-time thing, it's a consistent practice, something you do regularly to maintain balance in your life. It's about understanding that in order to give your best, you first have to be your best, and being your best starts with taking care of your mind, your body, and your soul. It's about recognizing that you are worthy of the same love and care that you so freely give to others. Too many people sit on the sidelines of life, waiting for permission to chase their dreams. They look for signs, ask for approval, and seek validation from others before they take action. The truth is, life doesn't wait for permission. The world doesn't stop and ask if it's okay for you to be great, and no one is going to hand you the green light to pursue what you're truly passionate about. The moment you realize that waiting for permission is holding you back is the moment your life begins to change. If you're waiting for someone to tell you it's okay to go after what you want, you're missing the point. You don't need anyone's permission to live your dream. The only permission you need is your own. Your dreams, goals, and passions are yours and yours alone. And it's up to you to decide when and how to pursue them. You are the author of your own story, and you don't need to wait for someone else's approval to turn the page and start a new chapter. We often hold ourselves back because we fear judgment or failure. We think that if we don't succeed right away, others will criticize us or view us as failures. But what we don't realize is that every great success story is built on a foundation of failures, mistakes, and learning experiences. No one who has achieved something significant has done it without facing obstacles or making missteps along the way. The key is not to wait for the perfect moment, but to create that moment by taking action, learning, growing, and adapting as you go. When you stop waiting for permission, you unlock a new level of freedom. You begin to make decisions based on what feels right for you, not on what others think. You take the risks necessary to make your dreams a reality, even if they scare you. You become less focused on the opinions of others and more focused on what you want to achieve. It's about trusting yourself, taking that first step even when the road ahead seems unclear, and having the courage to continue forward even when obstacles arise. Living your life without seeking permission means taking ownership of your future. It means stepping out of your comfort zone and boldly pursuing what excites you. It means acknowledging that you are capable, worthy, and deserving of success, and that you don't need to wait for anyone's approval to go after it. So stop waiting. Your dreams are ready for you, and the world is waiting for you to take action. We live in a world that constantly tells us we're not enough. Whether it's the media, societal standards, or even the opinions of those around us, there's always a message trying to convince us that we're too much of this or not enough of that. But here's the simple truth. You are enough just as you are. Your worth isn't determined by the opinions of others, the number of accolades you receive, or the standards set by anyone but yourself. When you start to believe that you are enough, everything changes. The way you approach life shifts. You stop seeking validation from others and you begin to find fulfillment in your own achievements, big or small. You stop comparing yourself to others, realizing that your journey is unique and that your path is yours alone to walk. The constant pressure to measure up to someone else's idea of success fades and you begin to define success on your own terms. This realization that you are enough doesn't mean that you stop growing or striving for better. It means that you accept where you are right now, flaws and all, and embrace your journey without waiting for external validation. It's about knowing that you don't need to prove anything to anyone. You don't have to change who you are to fit into someone else's mold or to gain their approval. You are already worthy of love, success, and happiness, just as you are in this moment. Believing that you are enough means letting go of self-doubt. It means silencing that inner voice that tells you that you're not good enough, smart enough, or talented enough. Every time you silence that voice and replace it with a thought that says, I am enough, you empower yourself to take bold steps forward, to reach for your dreams, and to overcome obstacles that once seemed impossible. It's easy to get caught up in the race for external markers of success. Titles, material possessions, and the praise of others. But when you recognize that you are enough without needing any of those things to validate you, you begin to find peace in the present moment. You stop living for the next achievement or the next compliment and start living for yourself. You begin to trust your instincts and make decisions that align with your values, not with the expectations others have placed on you. You are not defined by your mistakes or your past. You are defined by the strength it takes to get back up, by the courage to keep moving forward, and by the love and belief you have in yourself. You are enough. And when you fully embrace that, you will find a sense of peace, confidence, and fulfillment that no outside approval can ever provide.